Hello, beautiful viewers. It's your girl K to the I to the T to the T to the Y. I go by the name MANDY, and you're welcome to another episode of the talk show. But you see, this particular episode comes to something different because I added a little spice to this one. In the house, I have a wonderful and amazing guest in the house. Sir, I'd like you to tell all my viewers. I would like you to introduce yourself to my viewers.
Yeah, hi. It's nice having me here. I'm David by name, but popularly known as Effizy. It's nice having me.
Effizy. I must say, you look good, sir. And my viewers would like to know the cost of your outfits. Everything, without excluding anything. They need
Everything?
To know the cost of everything without excluding anything.
Oh my God. This one have you. Okay, starting from my glasses, this is LV eyeglass.
Okay.
It's around 4K. Yeah, this is Gucci T. So it's around equivalent to 2.5.
Okay.
Yeah, and coming to my watches, this Gucci watch.
Okay.
So it's equivalent to 8K. So this coming down diamond, it's around 20K, like that. So this my pendant is diamond Chanel. It's around 20 plus. So this full set should be around 12,000. But this one I don't want to go here. So this one I don't want to go there. So
okay,
I'm sorry.
Okay. At least my viewers will understand that.
Yeah.
Sir, what state are you from? I mean your state of origin.
Actually, I'm from Nigeria, Abia State, Umuahia, Ohoho precisely. I'm the Ohoho boy.
Okay, sir, yeah. I'd like to ask you a question. Though it might be personal to you, but I'd like to know, sir.
It's alright.
Sir, how old are you, sir? If you don't mind telling my viewers.
Actually, I'm hitting 40 this year. 15th of this month is going to be my birthday. Yeah, and I just want to thank God for the year so far.
Okay.
Yeah, it has not been an easy one. Actually, this year is supposed to be one of my best years because I'm rounding up 40 this year. But the celebration was supposed to be mind blow, but because of some personal reasons, actually because of the loss of my mom. So I'm not going to celebrate this year. Yeah, I'm not going to celebrate this year, and we thank God so far for the years. Yeah.
So sorry about that. I will accept my condolences.
It's okay.
It's a pathetic one. So sorry about that.
It's okay.
And sir, for how long have you been in diaspora?
Actually, I came into this town. I left Nigeria since 2012, and since then I've been in diaspora. I've been here, and that's it.
Since 2012. Wow. That's been a very long time.
By God's grace.
Long time. Okay, sir, what was your greatest challenge in life entirely, both in Malaysia or when you were in Nigeria? What was your greatest challenge in life?
My greatest challenge, actually, was #1 to make it in life. Yeah, because I was born into this a very poor background home. My dad is a carpenter. Yeah, and my mom is one of these people who cleans road. So that was my #1 challenge. I decided on my own that I must get somewhere. And from that, I have to drop her from school. So to go to serve Oga. So someone picked me up, the man from Imo State, Nigeria. So I served him and his brother. I served them for at least around 9 years. Then after that, they settled me. He settled me, being my boss. So although it wasn't an easy one, that's my #1 challenge.
Okay.
So my second challenge was coming to abroad. Actually, when I was told that I need to travel, that my star wasn't in Nigeria. So I decided to go, but it wasn't an easy one because I know no one here. So I came and actually I slept at the airport for 1 week.
Really?
Yeah, because no one to.
1 week?
Yes.
That's 7 days. 1 week.
Yeah, because no one to pick me up. The person who was supposed to pick me up then told me he traveled to Singapore. So maybe because he knew that I was not coming with money. So from there, I have to find my way in Kuala Lumpur, and that's it. And but my greatest challenge was the loss of my mom. So this February past, actually it has not been an easy one. Even right now, I still haven't recovered myself. But that's it. But we thank God. We thank God.
Sorry about that. And
Yeah, it's
kindly
okay.
accept my condolence once again.
It's my pleasure.
Sorry to hear that. And sir, how did you conquer or overcome all these challenges?
The one of Nigeria, when I was serving my boss, number one, I agreed to go into it because I know definitely that this adage that my dad used to tell me, he said that if you don't have light in your house and you want to, they call it maybe oko, you want to go and fetch fire from somebody's house, you have to be ready because the person you're going to fetch fire from his house might decide to insult you. So even if they insult you, you have to be ready to accept this insult because you just want to take lights from their house to go and put in your own house. So when the lights come into your own house, you have right to live your life the way you want to live because nobody can insult you again. So that proverb get into my head. So when I get to my guy, it wasn't an easy one. Although my boss was a very nice man, he's a nice man, but I won't go to the wife side and the other. So the challenge was not here. But what makes me to conquer that was because I already accept the pains, no matter what it's going to cost, for the fact that I'm going to be settled and I will become someone one day. Then that is it. So, but Malaysian own, because actually I came to this town by prophecy. I never knew where was Malaysia before. But when I came in here, even despite at the airport, then we are about 6 of us, about 5 of us, 4 guys went back because they say they cannot keep on like this. The aircon at the airport was too much and all that. So they went back. They have to confirm their tickets and go back. So, but me, I already decide that come rain, come sun, this Malaysia, I go make them. You understand? So that was how I passed through a lot because even when I entered into this town after 7 days, man, nobody to receive me. I was sleeping. One taxi man and one man, may he so rest in peace. The man linked me up to a place called Kepon. He asked me to go to the warehouse in Kepon that they have one warehouse where a lot of Africans stay. So I have to book taxi and go there. When I get there, I saw them and I started hanging out with them. So, but after I will help them to load containers. After that, I will sleep at the warehouse because nowhere to go. So when I slept, if I sleep at the warehouse, wake up in the morning, then I will go to petrol station to shower and brush my teeth. You see, so it happens like that for quite some time. So then, even to if you see me then, sometimes I was smelling, but I have to keep doing it because even then my parents will call me, how are you? I say everything is fine, I'm fine. I will just be showing them the good part of Malaysia. Only me know what I was going through. Because I already made up my mind that I must conquer. You see? So that was how I overcome that challenge. Then about my mom, actually it wasn't an easy one. That is the biggest blow of my life. To an extent that I wanted to jump from condo because me and my mom was so close that, and the worst part is that this person is the person we talk every day. She was very, very healthy until someone poisoned her. All of a sudden she just died. You see? So, and she died on the process whereby her visa is already out to come to Malaysia to do amogo for my wife, who just put to bed 4 months ago. So all those things, it wasn't an easy one, but I thank God for the people around me, my brothers, and most especially my wife, my pastor, everybody, people we are calling, But the most encouraging was one day I just entered the house and I said that, look, I watched something and someone who was also in the situation asked me. So the person said that this is life. When your loved ones die, you should know that one day everybody will die.
Yeah, that is inevitable.
Yeah, then again, you should just adopt that and accept it as part of your life. that is just like a wound on someone that cannot go. Just accept it. Don't let it weigh your life down. You have to move on. So after listening to that voice, I just decided I encourage myself. I say, what? You know what? I have to move on. Yes, I love my mom. What I have to do is just to try to give her good burial. But now I have to move on, because even if I die, she's still not going to be happy with me. And again, whenever I look at my daughter, my last child, I always see my mom in her. So, you know.
So I'm so sorry to take you deep in this conversation.
But that helped me anyway.
I'm so sorry about that.
It's okay.
That
was how I conquered.
I feel so sorry.
It's okay.
God will take control of everything.
Yeah.
Okay, the next question is, sir, what's your marital status? Are you married, single, or complicated?
No complicated, no single. I'm 100% married by God's grace.
So that means you're taking.
Yes.
Now you need to explain well.
Yeah, I've been taking, and yes, I'm married, and I'm married with a wonderful lady. In fact, that's my wife and my home, my children is the best gift I ever had in my life.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet. Sir, I'd like to know, did you meet your wife here in diaspora, or you brought her down from Nigeria down to Malaysia?
Actually, I met my wife in here.
Okay.
And I'm happy that I met my wife here. And before then, I have already prayed to meet my wife anywhere I will go. Because I'm not condemning anyone who will go home and marry from Nigeria and bring here. What worked for you might not work for me. But me personally, I'm this person who believes that anywhere you are, you should make it your little London. You know, I met my wife here, and right from time past, I've been telling my mom or my parents that if I finally travel, you people shouldn't expect me to come back home and marry as the first child. That if I see my wife there, I will marry. And precisely, you people shouldn't expect me to marry from Nigeria. If it's a Nigeria, if it's Igbo, if it's anyone, I hope you people accept it. So, but my dad was like, no, you're my first child. You have to marry from our place. So, but that came in. But there was a time when I tried to do that. But it happened that the lady went back and had baby for his ex-boyfriend. So because of that, I told my parents, I said, you see, even now when I try to follow the way you people want, you see that this lady has finally gotten married to someone else. Then my parents now say, okay, you know what, we'll leave you. Anybody you see, whoever you see, wherever you see it, just bring her home. So that now give me an open heart. So actually I met my wife here.
Okay.
And I got married to her. And me personally, if I must say, I prefer meeting my wife in street. You know, just like this guy sang his song. He said that the best place to find a wife is in a club. But all depends. You know? Yeah, because...
Okay.
Yeah.
But don't worry, that's another question.
Okay.
I will ask you a question about that separate. So you need to enlighten my viewers very well about this particular thing you said now. Okay. There's a saying like so many cases on social media saying that women in diaspora aren't worthy to get married to due to so many experiences some people had. Like I've seen someone that will say on social media, they'll say they met a woman in diaspora, she ended up doing this to them, she ended up doing that to them, that they would prefer they go back to their hometown to get married there, leave the wife there, then travel back. And I've even seen some cases too that they actually brought their wife from Nigeria down to this place and the woman ended up fucking up. So what can you say about that? Like, I don't know. Are you trying to say that you can meet your partner anywhere? Is it advisable for you to marry your partner wherever you are, or it's advisable for you to go back to your hometown to bring in your wife? Or what you say about this to just clarify the hair, and in order to also enlighten people to that are still single, but though they also have the intentions to get married in diaspora, but due to the cases they've seen, so they're like, I don't want to involve myself in this, I don't want to indulge in this. So what's your advice, opinion
Okay. Actually, if I might say, first thing in life, everyone number one thing in life is to put God first.
Okay.
Put God first. He said in His word, He said, "Commit always into my hand, and I will direct your path." If you put God first in anything you do in life and you ask God, I believe that's the word He said in Jeremiah 29:11. He said, "I know the thought I have for you. It's of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." Meaning that if God go with you, He will give you the best. So now, in time of marriage, if you ask God, if you put God first, God will give you what will be benefit for you. Like me, I'm this person that I love fair girls. I used to love fair girls, no more now. I used to love fair girls. I used to like girls that I prefer like fair person.
Like you have a particular speech.
Thank you. I know like good shape lady, you know, flat tummy and all that. But a day came when I went to church. There's a church I went to, Pastor Desmond in Capon. He told me, there's somebody in heart you want to marry. I said, well, but God said I should tell you that you should leave him to give you who he wants to give to you. So, but a time came when I prayed and I let God take control, you know. So since that time, God gave me my wife in diaspora here. My wife is black in skin. Even up to today, my friends, they will say, but guy, you say you like white person, how come? So, but my wife is dark in skin and she have the character. But when you look around, you see that that person that is dark is the person giving me what I want. So imagine if I have gone for the first person, what I would have been facing by now. That's number one. Secondly is that about somebody marrying in diaspora, the last time I checked, is the ladies who their husband went and bring back from home that will come. Most cases in UK, if you listen to all this news,
Yeah, sure.
most cases in UK, I'm not saying I'm not judging anyone, I'm not condemning anyone, but I'm just saying from my own point of view. You understand? Nobody, please viewers, nobody should kill me. Just this is my own opinion. So now, some people will go home, get a woman here. That lady you think that is maybe she's mumu today, she's not clever. By the time she comes here and they're being, her eye will open, she will just decide to do something extraordinary. You understand? And that person might disappoint you. But when you get someone here in diaspora whom you already know, there are people today, there are guys today who is looking for, who is ready to settle down, despite their. I have seen someone who is a stupid person, who is a cultist, but today he's a pastor, or today he's married to a good person. You understand? Why? Because they already tested the word and they are ready to settle down. You get? So there are people in diaspora today who has already tested street, who know what street is all about. My dear, to me, at the end of the day, they have decided already, man, you know what, I've done this street work, I've done this, I'm ready to settle down. Such people, they will give you peace because they already know the value of a man. They already know the value of husband. They know that if they fuck off, going back to the street is going to be difficult for them. So they will do everything to hold their home. You get? But that person you end up to go and bring from anywhere might come back and decide, man, I'm still a fresh virgin, I'm still good. I can go back and do anything I want to do. You understand? That is by the way. But there are still ladies in the street who cause these things by themselves.
Okay.
Yes. Because now some guys will be like me. Before I got married finally, I tested some ladies. I was ready to settle down, but they didn't know. I just tried them in one way or the other. They fell. You see? They fell. So I on my own, I decided on my own now, this will not be the person. You see? Before I now get to this, my girl. Actually, before I met my girl, I still call her my girl till today because although she have 2 kids for me, but she's still my girl. You understand? Before I get to know her, as of from 2013 ending 2014, 2015, God has been very, very faithful to me in this land. But getting to 2017, something happened. Actually, 2016, I wanted to travel home, but my visa, just for renewal, that's supposed to take latest 2 weeks or 1 month, take 6 months to come out. And then my going home was to go and see how I can marry. You get? That's to show you that maybe God didn't want me to marry from home. But I'm not condemning people marrying from home. So now, 2017 was very, very rough for me. to an extent that ups and downs, problems here and there, all my friends, everybody I knew, they turned their back at me. So this my girl today was the only lady who stood by me, and some good friends around, like this my brother. They stood by me. This my girl, then, she anyhow she will hustle money, she will get money from street. She will assist me. She will help me. Sometimes I don't even have petrol in the car. She will give me going to church, all those things, you know. So then, I didn't know that God was just opening my eyes to know. And then we are just normal friends. We are not even in relationship. We're just normal friends. But the time came, the person I was having in mind to marry then, although she's in Nigeria now, that was the person I was having in mind to marry. But on the process of that, my wilderness, she left Malaysia. So this one was there for me, doing everything. So that was when I now, then, my mom still rest in peace. I called her, I said, Mommy, look, this person, look, my mom now tell me, I said, look, that person who has been there, sheltering you, helping you in this difficult moment, make sure you don't do that again bad. You see? So when things turn around again, that's why today I make her my queen in my kingdom. I decided to move along with her. In fact, I don't know what sometimes on my own, I'll be asking myself, what can I do for this girl to be happy? I see myself that I'm not doing enough for her. I know many girls have done that for a guy and the guy disappoint them. Many guys also have done that to a lady and the lady. But me, I'm this person that the little water you give me in my time of need, I can't forget it. You see? So the lady, since that time, we've been together, and when you look at her, you will see that she's not a Nigerian, by the way. Okay. She's not a Nigerian, and the time came I called her baby, I said, in fact, up to today, we didn't believe that we were going to get married. Everything worked out naturally. Aww. We never, you know, some ladies will wake you up in the midnight. Bros, how far now? Where this relationship they go to? That's true. My girl never for one day. Even when I wanted to go and pay her diary at the first time, she will be the one, baby, calm down. Just come, take your time. Nobody's chasing you. Take your time. Are you sure I'm okay for you? Are you sure I'm okay for you? You know, even when she get pregnant of my first son, I told her, you know what? She came to me and said, baby, I know you've been saying that you are not ready to settle down now, but I've been feeling dizzy and I went to the hospital and they said I'm pregnant. So I think maybe you should just send me home. Let me go home and leave you to live your life so that I don't be an obstacle for you. Because she already told me the kind of man she wants to marry. I already tell her the kind of lady I want to marry. So when she said that day, I get into the room, I was like, what kind of woman being is it? Even when she's pregnant, she still don't want to inconvenience me. I said, no. This lady, I have to move on. And then that was when I called my mom and tell her, called my dad. Then I give me their blessing. I say, immediately I should quickly go and do things and that was how everything started. And today, my dear, we are living fine. We're okay. And again, the last question from this particular question is talked about people marrying from street and street girls are not worthy to be married. Yeah. My dear, who is worthy to be married? For the fact you have any lady, if you know today in this view, if you know today that you are the one who dissuaded your wife, raise your hand. No. It's only few. Out of 100, it can only be maybe 2. You see? So meaning that your lady has been also hanging out before you marry her. You understand? And for the fact you have a mother, for the fact you have sisters, you don't need to call any girl that no girl is worthy to be married. Every human being is worthy to be married for the fact they are human beings. But the only thing you ask, is this one my own? You see? Because by the time you said you want to, no, let me make, I have many friends, my dear. Even I have my best friend now that is in Nigeria. The lady, he was busy training from here. He gets home, the lady telling him, I don't want to marry you, I already have a boyfriend. And the person marries someone else. So, you see these girls in Malaysia, nobody want to go through what they are going through. Situation brought everybody where we are today.
Yeah, that's true.
You see most girls here, they came out from a very good background. In fact, most of them here, they are meant to be pastor's wife and even minister's wife. But because of the situation of their family, just like me, they left their home and come here. So that you are chance to meet them here does not mean that this is where their life ends. They didn't start from here. The only thing I'm not encouraging is if they are ready to settle down. If the lady is ready to settle down to be a good person or to be a good wife, she's good to go. Good girls are everywhere. In fact, to me, Effizy, if you ask me, the best place to marry is in diaspora. You know why? Why? Because they know what you've been through. You know what they have been through. There's nothing now there's no kind of guy that we see today that will shake them unless the person is already Jezebel in making. Because any story, any guy, like me, I remember when I started hanging out with my girl, when we get serious, some guys will be telling her, what is this guy going to give you? Come, I have this, come, I will do like this, I will do like that. My girl will look at them and laugh. You know why? She will say, this life, I've seen them all. But that person you break from anywhere, that you think is a virgin girl, if they brainwash that girl like that, she will try to test. You see? So now, meeting a lady, most especially in Malaysia, although most of our girls here, they are not serious. Most of our girls here, they are not yet ready to settle down. But it's not 100% their fault. It's 50-50. Most times it's our brother's fault too. Because when a lady will come, leave his parents, leave street, leave everything, stay with you, satisfy you, clean your house, do everything. Most of us, when they make money, they will dump them and go home and go and marry. So when they leave them here, nobody will do like that. Tomorrow she will become wise, and she will even encourage others. You know what? Malaysian boy is no good. Though. Leave Malaysian burgers. Go for. You see, use your head.
Use your head.
Which they also tell my girl that year. So it's two. The thing is in two places now. You, a girl, you know what you want. Don't let people deceive you from what you want. You, a boy, listen, guys. If you are not yet married and you want to contemplate whether to marry here or to, if you have good relationship here that is giving you peace, and you, number one, you are making money ever since you know her, because that is number one. You are making money, my dear. Don't leave the person, no matter anything, no matter where she come from, whether Benio, Yoruba, Asian, Igbo, Hausa. For the fact you are good to go with the person, my brother, go ahead with the person. So to me, if you ask me, I prefer marrying from diaspora than marrying from home. Because why? I have sisters too. What if they go out tomorrow and the person who wants to marry them is Yoruba, or maybe from any other country? I will not stop them from marrying because they are not an Igbo people or Igbo person. So me, in fact, I love Malaysian, I love diaspora ladies.
Okay, so to summarize on what my guest said, what he's actually saying is that you can meet your spouse anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. And guys out there should get the fact right. No woman is perfect. All women are spoiled. Yes. Just pick up one, cleanse her, bring her to your level, and make her your wife.
100%.
Don't condemn women. Women are meant to be loved. We are human beings too. Yes. It's blood that flows in their vein, not water. So, thanks for having you on this talk, sir. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you for sparing your time to come to this talk show. I really appreciate that. And so, my beautiful and wonderful viewers, we've come to the end of the talk show. And don't forget, it's still me, your beautiful host.
I have something to chip in.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I need to go back again. A quick one. I think my guest still has something else to say, so I think I will round off now. Let me just give him a chance to say what he has to say again. I won't say beauty because he's not a woman, he's a man. So my handsome and amazing guest said he would like to chip in one or two things. Though those questions aren't included, but he actually said you need to enlighten my viewers more, especially the youths, the upcoming ones. So he said he needs to enlighten you people more about what life itself is all about. So the main reason why I'm going back to this. So, sir, you actually said you have one or two things to chip in about your journey to success so far due to the expensive shit you're using. So the youths out there won't just think it's easy. Maybe you just sleep and you wake up, you get rich in a day. Because that's the belief of most of these youths out there. They think you can just sleep, and wake up, you become rich overnight, which is impossible. You need to work to achieve success. You need to work towards it. So I would like you, sir, to say few things. Just summarize your journey to success and your investment, what you do, and if you also like to invest in people that are talented out there, and your words of inspiration you have for the youths, the young ones out there, especially the hustlers out there.
All right. Actually, to the viewers and everyone, life is all about process. Everything is all about process. You talked about rich, how I become rich. I'm not rich, but I'm living my life by God's grace. I'm not rich, yes, but we are heading there. And people might see Effizy today that, boy, this guy they wear designers, this guy they wear this. Everyone have their choice of life. Like me, I served in fact, I started my line of business is boutique. So I served someone for 9 years. First, before serving the Oga that settled me, I went for service somewhere. I went to serve someone. So, but it happened that the person get into one nonsense business and he was arrested. So that was how I left. I ended that one after 2 years before going to this my Oga that settled me. So now to him, no life is easy. You have to pay the price of life. Like me, I left my family house when I was 9 years old. I left my parents. Because why? I have seen, in fact, my parents, my mom and my dad become the talk of the town. Can you imagine? If you born children, even the one where you born, if you train them. And then when my mom was crying that they tell me that you must go back to school, even if for me to sell my wrapper, I will sell it to train you. I said, Mommy, if you sell your wrapper today, how many wrapper you get? If you sell your wrapper today, pay my school fees this year. How about next time? How are you going to do? You sell us? I said, don't worry, let me go and serve. So my dad refused. Even to understand, he refused to sign my agreement for my service. But me, I promised them something. When the mock was mocked, then I promised them, I said, look, the only promise I'll promise you that their mom is that I didn't go to school. I dropped out and all that. But my promise for you is that none of this my age mate, in fact, none of them that is graduate or is going to be graduate that will be richer than me. I will make you people smile. And I didn't just say it because I'm bragging, but I say it as a challenge to myself, And that was one of the reasons why that made me to go for the service. And that was the reason why, no matter what I passed through during my service to my Oga, I did not give up because I already promised that I must make it. You see? So that was how I served. And after that, after being settled, I started up my own business, which I did very, very well. I left my shop and it's still, although on the process when I was not in Nigeria, the shop food, but now the shop is still on. Many people don't know. People see me because I'm this kind of person that I always like to show you what you want to see, what I feel like you want to see. Okay. There are many things of my life which is not in media, but people don't know. Many people think, Effizy, if you buy shoe, you go put them for media. If you buy boxers, you put them for media, everything. But there are many, in fact, 70% of my life is not in media. There's one man, he said that the day you start showing people how you make it, that's the day you start having a lot of competition to stop you not to go far.
That's true. So
you see,
you're bringing trouble upon yourself.
Yeah. So, but I'm just saying this now. I have my businesses.
Okay.
I have my businesses. In fact, as I'm talking to you, I don't want to go deep into it. I have some. I even have a farm. I have where I rear chicken. I even want to add.
So is it in this country or back?
No, not here. Okay. But for some reasons I don't want to go into deep.
Okay.
I have farm. I also have some clothes lines. I have businesses. I have boutique. Now I want to upgrade it to clothes line. I want to start making my own clothes. You understand? Which I'm supposed to release this year at my 40th birthday. It's my promise to myself. But due to I'm not celebrating, I will push it to next year. So everyone should wait and just watch out and see my clothes line next year. You see, so that's it. And again, all this also I also have some provision stores.
Okay.
So I have some things, and again, by the grace of God, we also have charity organization. People who all this orphanage home,
They needy.
they need it. Yes,
Okay.
I'm in partnership with one here in Malaysia.
Okay.
Then I also have back home by the special, but these are not in media, but people don't know. We have a lot of people under scholarship by the special grace of God. We have people who God, not that we have, but the little we have, we try to put smile in people's face. And again, that's by the way. But my journey, how I get here, when I get to this town, my dear, it wasn't an easy one. If I tell somebody that I even do security in this town, they will not believe it. There was a time I was doing security work here. You get? There was a time I was doing some works. I did a lot of things. There was a time I had about 3 things I'm doing in a day. In the morning, I will go to Showkit. I'll go and buy all these cheap items in Showkit. All these cheap t-shirts, cheap watch, all those things. I'll go and buy them. I'll be doing sampa in this town. You know, I have my friend. Sometimes we'll travel outside all this Klang, all these places, warehouses. We'll be going there. Even there was a day immigration bussed us into warehouse where we were selling. Then I was doing sampa. But my God, that day was the immigration man just looked at me. Me, I didn't know they were immigration. I went to him. I carried the clothes. I went to him. I said, "Sir, I have t-shirt that will size you." I bring out the thing. I will zip the bag. I give him. He looked at me. He said, "Are you okay?" I said, "He said, you don't know me?" I said, "No." He was wearing eyeglasses like this man. He said, "Do you know I can arrest you?" I said, "Sir, arrest me? Why?"
For what?
He said, "Well, where's your visa?" I bring out my ID card, school ID card. Then my passport was in school. My passport then died about 2 times in school because I don't have money to pick them. I would just manage, give them small money, they will renew it to sit down in school because I don't have money to go and take it out. So because I was just doing my sampa thing, I would just go buy t-shirts, like some of them I buy 5 ringgit, 4 ringgit plus, then I will go and hustle them, sell them like 7 ringgit like that. You see? So then the man asked me what I said, "Sir, I gave him." He said, "You're a student, what are you doing here? I don't know this is school hour." I said, "Yes, I know, but when I now know that he's a law enforcement," I said, "Boss, this one I just do to matter because today I don't have lecture, so I use this one." The man looked at me and said, "Okay, go." That was how he left me with my luggages. I carried my bag, put for bag immediately. Take off. So when I took off, so now these are the things. After I go showcase, buy those things. During the day, I will go to school. So from school at night, I will go to security work. In Malawati, there's a place called Malawati in Malaysia here. So I have some living witnesses who were aware when this thing was happening. How one guy called also, even my friend called Chika, they know about it. If I go to that security work, my salary monthly is 600 ringgit. Before they increase them to 650. But that 600 ringgit, they never pay me complete salary for the whole day I work there 6 months. They only pay me 350 ringgit highest. And the transport I used to pay going there from Showkit, from Kepon, Jinjan Kepon to Showkit, I pay 2 ringgit. Then from Kepon to Malawati, as of then, I pay almost 10 ringgit to get there. Then if taxi stopped me because where I was working that time was inside the bush, one new developing area. I'll have to trek. I will trek like from here to IOR before I get to where I'm going. You see, but all those things I didn't give up because why? I know that I have somewhere I'm going. So that was it until God helped me. I met a Chinese friend. He linked me up in this container of a chain. He helped me. That was how I started. Through him, I gave him contact. He showed me where I can go and be carrying all this bell of paprika in Klang. So that was it. I started buying paprika, all this fridge. So I will put, if we buy them, we'll stock them oil, all this oil you see. So we'll buy them, stock them in containers, ship them home. So from that all those things from there, God keep helping me. After me and the man do for some time, I raised some money. I started doing my own. You see, so that was it. Until I raised some money, then I buy one property like that. So that property was, my mom helped me to link me up to the property. I buy the property then. So when I buy the property, it was very, very cheap. So all of a sudden, government allocate the place. So I sold the property. People don't know this thing I'm telling you now. When I said the property, that was how money scattered everywhere. So from there, I now start my life. Those things I want to do, I start putting them in plans, start arranging myself, and start planning my future. You see, that is it. But again, I have some advice for this my upcoming brothers. You know, most of us, not everything will come and say social media.
Yeah.
And not everything. We can only show you because we can only show you maybe where we buy things, because even if I don't show you where I was buying it or when I buy it, even if I were to come out, if you jam me, you will still see it on my body. So me living my life for posting what I buy, I don't think it's a very big deal. So people should not judge me by what I wear or how I get them or how I wear them. This is my own life. Most people like alcohol. Anybody now would like, there's no day that they will not drink alcohol. Most people like carrying women. So I'm not judging them. Everybody have their own lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like me, these are the things that makes me to work hard. When I remember, man, I need to, this new collection came out, I need to hustle hard. I need to, if I'm supposed to sleep like 7 hours, I'll make it 3 hours. You see, I have to do some contact. Bro, how far? Okay, this thing is out. What's up? If we ship this thing to Nigeria, how it will be? We'll get buyer, you will get buyer to me, you know, things like that.
Okay.
You see, so we'll get buyer. They will say, okay, yes. Even say, I don't want to get it, even about oil. There's some, like when I sold that property, I told you, I invest small in. These are the things I don't want to go deep. I invest small in oil thing, and I know how. You know how crude oil is in Nigeria now. If you invest, there's some money you invest. There's turn up every month. You see, so but people don't really know all these things about Effizy, and which I don't want to know, because I just want them to judge me how they want to judge. But that doesn't. But my happiness is that at least today in Malaysia, nobody will come out and say Effizy have hurt him or have done him bad, even back home. Because even there's some people, when you see me answering people, yes sir, how are you sir? Fine sir, sir. Some people be telling me that I'm deceiving them. It's not deceive. These are manners from home. You see? And I believe that, you know why anyone that calls me bros and place, I need food, I need house, I need it touches my heart to help them immediately. Why? Because I've been there. In fact, I'm still there because I'm still a poor boy in the street. You see, I try to do one or two. But my anger with most of our brothers is that when they see you today, they just want to get where you have been, where you are immediately. Now, if I don't make my age public now, like this my 15th, going to publish my age, nobody will know. You will think maybe Effizy is 20 something, Effizy starts something. It's not like that. Effizy, I'm making 40 years. And these 40 years, I'm making it in glory. Because why? I paid. In fact, that's why my mom death is touching me, because there's a time in my family, my dear, one day, last week, we went to Showcase to buy meat, me and my woman. So, you know, I tell my girl, I want to eat this, I want to buy this meat. She said, baby, let's buy the main meat. Why are you? I said, no. I said, baby, you know why I want to buy this one? You know those ones, those meat they were cut out from the main meat, all those bones. I say, I say this one, there was a time in my house, me and my mom will go to market.
That's brisket.
We'll not get money to buy the meat. We will buy that one because those ones are very cheap. In fact, if nobody buy them, they go throw away them. Most people who train dog will come and buy it and use it for their dog. Buy them. You see? So these are the lives someone has gone through. Now, you see, I have been there. I started hustling from 9 years old. From 9 years, I begin the hustle. Even when I go to South Malga, people were mocking my guy. I go carry this small boy from village, come here. Why you not send them go school? You see? But they didn't know where I was coming from. My slippers that time, always, the down will open hole. And yeah, if you see, don't be smart. If you see my pictures that year, I have some of them in my phone, in my email. If you see my pictures, you will not believe it. You see, So even when imagine from 9 years, I was hustling. The day I make my first achievement in life was when I'm almost 30 years. Imagine from 9 years, left your father's house, enter street, the hustle. But the first time I make my first achievement was almost 30 years. You see the process? How many years? You see? So that was when I buy. Thank you. That was when I buy my first property. And that first property, before I later sell it after some years. Actually, the first investment I made was at the age of, I used my last card, everything. I hustle, get a house. That was around when I was 24, 25 years. I buy them, I live them like that until when I was almost 30 years. God help that place appreciate. You see, that was how everything started. So today, my advice to everybody, most especially the youth, is that everyone have time. Everything have process. You don't come out today, you go say, bros, give me, how did they talk now? Update now. Bros, write me now. Bros, give me update. Which bros give you update? Do you know what bros is doing? You will see somebody post picture, you tap into my grace. Yes, me personally, if you tap into my grace, thank God, because my grace will work for you. It's good because me, I'm trying my best. But there's some people, not every grace you go tap. That time you're using that people grace, you go use and the hustle. Nowadays, my sister, do you know, from Nigeria, I was hawking banana. I was having papaya, orange. Before I would come back, my mom still go don't fry granite. I go carry granite come out. At night, I go carry fufu. You know fufu, right? Cassava.
Oh, yeah, that's cassava.
The fufu now, the one with the smell. I'll carry them for head. Carry them go in the evening. Go they sell an evening market. If I come back at night, I go use this thing we use with this thing. We put light. You put something like this stove wool. You put light on it. Carry table like they put bread. They sell bread at night. You see, all these things I was doing in fact, I started carrying my family when I was very tender. You see, but today, most of our youth don't want to do it.
They are too big for it.
And now, everybody now, what they want is that, in fact, I was surprised if I watch Nigerian news, I will see a boy of 16 years, 18 years, 20 years, he join Yahoo. What do you want to take money do? That time I was serving Oga. I was still serving Oga. You see, if to my own advice, let our youth forget me. I don't know, that is how God raised me anyway. You see, my own life, I don't believe in begging people. I don't believe in calling anybody, help my life, do this for me, do that for me. No, I don't believe it. I believe in something like, if anything I would do, in fact, instead of you to help me, teach me what I would do for you to get the money. Let me work for you. You see, if I tell someone that in this Malaysia I do car wash, they will not believe. If you want to go and check, you go and verify. In Capone.
It's deep.
You see, I did a lot of things. I did a lot of things in this town. I did car wash. Anyhow, per hour, they will give us that time 2 ringgit. I do them. That one I did do if I don't have main job to go. You see, sometimes I'll go to warehouse. I'll go and be loading containers for people. The owners of the warehouse, they're still alive up to today. I'll go there, I will be loading containers for them, doing things, doing many things just to. My name that time they go say Effizy poor man. Effizy, my own they say Effizy, you don't know the meaning of Effizy. Effizy is a big guy, happening person. Your own Effizy now for warehouse, they here they drag electronics with us. I'll be laughing. You see, but today the story don't change. But the story change that doesn't mean that I'm not still that poor boy. You see, so most of our brothers here, I will advise them. Everyone have time. If you hustle from now till tomorrow, if you no work, keep hustling. No need to be going online begging people. Some people will give you money and take your destiny. Just keep hustling. If you see anybody wearing flash thing, my dear, embrace God and thank God for their life. And coming to our brothers here in Malaysia, you see, most of our brothers here are the cause of our problem. You will see your brother doing well without even knowing the secret of his success. You go and start telling police that this one is doing like this, come and arrest him, come and boss him. Then to cut the story short, when I was driving out, I was thinking, I said, oh, so this is how our brothers sell our brothers. So because of 10%. You see, it's that time we used to be doing some nasty thing. Use and put hustling. There are many things you can do. Okay, check out our sisters here now. That's why if I know how many of our sisters God have used me to set up, to start things for them. Same goes to our brothers. If you come to me, tell me, Effizy, please, you know what, things are hard for me, but I have this project. No project of building house. I'm not going to go build house for you, for your family. Like, I have this project now. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I have this vision of this project now. I want to start up this thing. I'll ask you how much. If you say it's too amount, I'll say, okay, how much do you have? I will try my best to complete the rest for you. Like when you come my son's birthday, you see how everywhere are full. That is it. People will, you do things to it. But if you come to me, yes, food, I will give you money. Oh. Rent. But if I pay your rent today, pay your rent tomorrow, pay your rent next, no, I go tell me personally, bros, you need to wake up. Because nobody pay my own rent. No one paid my rent in this town. The only person that have given me money, 150 ringgit to support my rent was Pastor Desmond. Nobody paid my rent for the whole thing I suffered in this town. You see? So we need to wake up. The day you left your family house to diaspora, now I'm talking to people in diaspora. The day you left your family to abroad, that is the day challenges come. You need to know that it will be a taboo for you to leave your family and go back and meet your family the way you left them. Most of us will make money here. The money, like people now say, Effizy, the way you love your mother, the way you love your mother. The way, my dear, the way I love my mom, not only my mother, my dad too. Those are my priorities. Let's say my father, because of how things was, he used me to make money. Will I be here today? No. Or let's say my mom, that time, because of the condition, she threw me in the gutter. Maybe water carried me. I forbid they here today. So my time is to pay them and to make sure they are okay. The same goes to my wife. People will say, Effizy, they spend money for this. My dear, if I'm not the one, who will do it? These are my work. This is what I'm supposed to do. If I go out and get something for myself, I should know that people around me should look good too. You see? So this is how life's supposed to be. Most of our brothers here today, they will make money. They will not even know they have family. You see somebody who is telling you, as I made, he made money, you become his mate. The first thing you start talking anyhow. Forgetting that 1,000 you get today, people have been there with 1 million and they kept quiet. You see? So this life we are in, everybody needs to know why you are out. Most of us, most of our brothers today, anyone you see, what is he doing? He's doing Yahoo. What is he doing? He's doing this one. I'm not against anybody doing anything, no, because all of us have been in nonsense, shit things before we get to where we are. You understand? But you should know that there are things to do. Youth, there are things to do. As the same Nigeria or the same anywhere, you can still see people who say, man, I'm doing this thing. I'll do shoemaker. You know shoemaker? All this thing where I do shoemaker for my school. My students, all of them, their standards will call, they will bring them for me. I go carry thread in the sewer. Do something to support yourself. Do your best. Yes, so feeding, hustling for feeding, no. Riches is from God. But when God see your effort, He will not support you. You see? So that is it. Let us, number one, everybody just learn to hustle yourself out. Find your way first. Then if you miss the road, people go direct you. You see? You don't need to start from beginning. You want to start missing road when you have not even tried. You see? That is my own. So, listen. Then again, I want to talk something about most people who. I want to let people know that sometimes in life, you don't judge the book by the cover. You see, nobody. I still want to talk more about marriage and relationship.
Oh, maybe that will be next episode, because right now everyone needs to go round up.
Okay.
I know you have a lot of things to say. Yeah, I know you have so many things, but don't worry, my viewers are always there. they're always waiting for me to bring controversial topics to them back to back.
No problem. And
so sad. I know you still have a lot to say, but that will be another day. And my viewers are always there. My viewers, I love you. I love you. Okay. Now we've come to the end of the talk show. As you all can see, I said it from the beginning. I said this particular episode is a little bit different. I told you I had to added a little spice to this episode. So I know you all have not seen your girl like this, but this thing we actually discussed today, yeah, it is what is happening in our society. So we need to let the people out there know. Because there are some people out there, they don't even know what life itself is all about. So the main reason I actually felt, okay, I should discuss this with my viewers. Not even only my viewers, everyone out there. So if you are one of my viewers, you're actually watching this, I would implore you, I would beg you, I would advise you to kindly share, like, subscribe, and comment in this platform, which is DABRAINBOX Entertainment, so to learn more things from us. So thank you. I remain your beautiful host, K to the I to the T to the T to the Y. I go by the name MANDY. See you all next. And my amazing guest too, Mr. Effizy. So thank you, sir. I appreciate your effort. I appreciate the word of wisdom you actually say today. Yeah, I know these things you said would actually inspire the youth out there. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your effort for coming, for taking your time to come to this show. I really appreciate you, sir. So viewers, see you on the next episode. Peace out.
Friends of friends, to like, share, comment, watch, subscribe on our social media platforms, DABRAINBOX Entertainment. I remain your beautiful and amazing host, MANDY. I'll be waiting forward to see you guys. I love you all. Peace out.